Hey, yeah. How are we all? Welcome back. Another day, another vlog. Hope everyone's doing well. Quiet night here. It's been a quiet day for news, actually, around the net. Nothing too exciting. Gonna talk about a few things that I did on after work. Obviously did some fishing, SimWorld stuff. Did a heap of the career mode last night. Having a heap of dramas with carp. I don't know if anyone's ever fished for carp, but it's a pain in the butt. Wow, they are terrible. I think I caught like 3 or 4 out of about 4 goes at a tournament. It was an absolute nightmare. I've tried everything. I've looked up on the web. There's nothing really on the web. It's just telling me to use the right thing, and then you get all these other fish and stuff that look exactly the same as a carp and aren't it. So yeah, that was painful. I probably lost about an hour or so just trying to do that. So I've got a fair bit of footage there on the bass and stuff. Went all well, but yeah, just on the carp side was just really painful. Very tricky, so I've got to do a bit more on that in the morning, and then I should hopefully be able to edit that up and chuck a video. By not live streaming it, I can sort of at least put my picture in. I can actually I've worked out how to do that, so that sort of was a good win. And I can sort of have a bit of a chat and stuff while I'm doing it. So probably the easiest way for me to do it is just do like a couple of days of game, go through, clean up the footage, take all the crap out, so you don't have to sit there and watch all the rubbish, and just see like the good fish catches and stuff, and yeah, bit of a cleanup. So that was good. But yeah, carp, I've still got a lot to learn on that. I've learned you can have multiple rods and putting stuff down and sprods and throwing thing. I did everything. I was throwing it on the top of bubbles. I could see the fish coming up. Nothing was biting. Yeah, it was pretty painful actually. So yeah, it's exactly like fishing. Funnily enough, a fishing game is exactly like real world fishing. That was pretty cool. So yeah, and so hopefully I've got like 10 games left of the first annual year, the first year's tournament. I'm just dropped out of lead because I sort of finished off that carp one in like 60th or something. So I should be able to recoup that with the bass and the other stuff, which I seem to win all the time. They're obviously a little bit easier. I know how to fish normally. Those carp really aren't a normal fishing fish. So yeah, so it's progressing all right. And I've found a couple of solutions to the things. I just can't live stream. The live stream just ain't gonna work while I'm on site, unfortunately, because the internet is terrible. What else did I want to talk about tonight? Okay, I was going through a heap of my old videos on YouTube. Now, one of the things when you do start out on YouTube, and I guess if you are going to start a channel and just try it out and put all your videos up and share them with the world, which is great, is music and copyright claims. You don't really find out much. You do sort of see stuff, and there's videos you can sort of watch. When I first started putting them up, I just dumped them on there, didn't really know, and was learning how to edit, teaching myself how to do that. So yeah, and a lot of us older guys sort of never had that stuff at school. We didn't have computers, so don't really know about all that stuff. So it was sort of I've had to self-teach myself the whole lot in the last 2 years, so went back through a heap of my old videos, and I've got half a dozen copyright claims where I've just dumped music in because they didn't block it from going up. They've just let it go through, and I figured it was okay, but it's actually blocking it from ever making money if I ever do make money. So yeah, be aware if you are going to add music. Or the one I did find, a couple of them did found, was when I was fishing and the radio was on the boat in the background. And they're the tricky ones because I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but they've picked up music in the background on the radio, on our on the boat radio. I muffled it down so you could hear the speech, and I did everything I can to try and trim it all out. Obviously, by cutting it completely out, I cut out the conversation we're having. So that one's a tricky one. Hopefully I can clear that up because I think that video was like a 50-minute video from the Barrett Classic this year. So that was, I don't know how to do that. That one's the tricky. I think I need to probably re-edit the video and maybe work out how I can do that a bit better. I've picked up a couple of, subscribed to a guy that's really good on sound and how to do all the sound stuff. So I think I've learned a couple of tips last night on how I can get rid of that background noise without affecting the actual talking. So yeah, just be aware if you are filming and you're on a boat or something and you've got music playing in the background, or at a party or something, is if there's background in the back, they can smash you for it, which is, it just makes things so tricky. It's hard enough trying to learn how to edit, to learn how to try and filter out that. But that's life, I guess. That's the thing. So yeah, big tip, when you are starting out, really think about the sound wise. Pictures and images, obviously you get fair use policy, but the music, there's no, as soon as they pick it up, you pretty much, you can show you the little block where it is, and you can either delete that out or try and do, or put music over the top. But yeah, a little tricky. You've got to re-upload the whole thing or go back and re-edit the whole thing. So it's probably best to spend a little bit more time on the sound side to start with when you're first doing it. So yeah, something, you know, I guess we're learning. I'm still learning. I'm a rookie, so I'll keep trying to do that. I use Epidemic. There's a few others out there, Artlist and other stuff like that. So try those ones out and give it a go. There's tons of music you can use, and you never have to worry about getting claimed for it. So that's what it's all about. Anyway, quick one tonight. That's about it. There's not much news. We're moving on into the weekend here in Australia. It's Friday night, and I will see you all for a Saturday morning. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, hope you have a great day, a great evening, or a great sleep, and work on into your Friday and your weekend. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. See ya.